Comedy talk at its worst. It's the Lunatic Radio Show.
Because I'm strong and you're weak. Because I'm the type of guy that everyone here wants to be like, and you are pathetic. It's the way it is. It's the way it's always going to be. And there's nothing you or your pencil-neck geek friends can do or say about it. Comprende, dickhead?
Hell yeah.
What up, everybody? LR Radio broadcast. LunaticRadio.com show. I'm Kieran S. Rock over there in the great state of New York. Word 'em up. Welcome to everybody listening on the Stan NYC's live stream. We have taken over the Stan NYC's YouTube page to do our broadcast. We are the Lunatic Radio Show. I guess we have to reintroduce ourselves at Rock to the world, because we are the longest running internet radio broadcast, I think, ever.
That's right. Officially, it's documented somewhere.
Yeah, it's documented somewhere. Been around since 2001. So welcome to all the new listeners listening on the Stan NYC's YouTube page. The man on the bottom of the screen, if you're watching on YouTube, is comedian Joe Pontillo. Joe didn't know that we were going to be on the Stan NYC's YouTube page today. Joe was just like, you know what? You got 200 subscribers. Can't wait to do the show.
I like this Brady Bunch feel, kind of like the Brady Bunch boxes where you could kind of look down and up at each other. It's great.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's how
there you go, Joe.
That's how we're
Love
doing
it.
the show today.
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah. So welcome everybody listening on the Stan NYC's YouTube page. Rock and I go back a long ways with Patrick Milligan and Chris Italia, the owner and booker of the Stand. We call Patrick Milligan Patty Saltines, because when we were all in our 20s, we were doing this radio show, and we had a porn star in my parents' basement, and Patrick came down for it. It was quite the thing, and apparently we did some sort of saltine challenge the same night, so he ended up taking on the fucking Patty Saltine nickname. I don't know. I guess no one else in the world calls him that, but yeah, we go a long way.
But it stuck that night. That's all that matters.
Yeah, it's only you and I, Rock, that call him fucking.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, welcome to everybody. I'm glad to be on the fucking Stan's YouTube page, and we're going to do some radio shows, and we'll see how this goes, and we'll get some guests on here, and we'll fucking do some radio. Do some interactive radio.
This is the sound of a guy who's doing his third night in a row of a podcast and haven't not done it in a long time.
Yeah, it's
like just sputtering. Let's go.
Yeah, here's everybody in the chat room there. Word up. Yeah, so I believe we have Aaron Berg calling into the radio broadcast tonight. I don't know if
what?
That's happening.
More people? I don't know if I can handle all this socializing.
Aaron Berg.
Two comedians?
Yeah, really.
We had Aaron on the show a long time ago. He's promoting an album called American Etiquette. It's available at aaronberg.com, so
cool.
You can go do that.
Well, that's cool.
I'm supposed to promote some other promotional code that Chris gave me.
Good.
Everything's
Good.
Apparently, you can go to the Stan NYC and buy a gift card for when they reopen, and you'll get a little discount. I believe it's here. I got it here. The Stan NYC. We laugh again. Purchase a gift card today. Good for any time we reopen. Buy a Stand gift card. Go to standnyc.com for information on that. Gift cards, 10% off, $100 gift card, 15% off, a $250 gift card. 20% off a $500 gift card at thestandnyc.com. Go buy a gift card for when they reopen and get things back going again. Joe Pontillo Comedy. Welcome to the program.
Hey.
Sorry I had to get all that shit out there.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's not shit, Karen.
No, it's not shit.
How dare you,
Jesus.
sir?
It's not shit. I just
Never been so insulted.
Yeah. Joe was a comedian we had on the broadcast like 8 years ago, and he did such a great job. We never invited him back until about 8 years later. But
I feel like you guys shut down right after that for a few years.
Yeah, we retired, but it was. I mean, how are you doing now? I mean, being a comic in the pandemic happening, what are you doing to fill your time?
I don't understand how comedians weren't classified as essential workers. Still bothered by that. I've been able to keep busy doing stuff like this. It's weird how like easily a bunch of people transition from performing live comedy to doing like Instagram live shows and Zoom shows,
Right.
which are a mix of not terrible but also completely awful at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I've also been filming a lot of stuff, like, just for like YouTube and whatnot, since everybody's home and needs content. So that stuff I wouldn't be doing if I was touring or whatever. So other than losing my entire income source, I've been doing great.
Yeah, it's got to be fucking freakish for people that their dream is to be a stand-up comic, and all of a sudden the fucking virus takes over the world, and that dream is just fucking shattered. I would imagine.
It all feels so personal, yeah.
Yeah, go from getting all this adulation on stage, cracking some jokes, to working at fucking Denny's the next day. It sucks. It sucks, but it's something we all have to fucking deal with. I mean, luckily for me, I just fucking hibernate in my apartment and I do a podcast that I've been doing for the last 20 years. So this is actually quite beneficial to me, because people being stuck at home and being on lockdown, they're searching for stuff to look at. And luckily for Rock and I, we just hibernate on the internet. We have been for 18 years, so it's kind of good for us.
I mean, hibernating on the internet was kind of my secondary job. So, I just left my first job to go to my second job. That's all.
Do you think, Rock, this pandemic thing's going to fucking I don't want to use, because people are dying. I don't want to use that.
Well, no.
But when it comes, I know. Rock's
what subtle way were you going to put it?
Rock's getting real nervous right now. How I'm going to. But when it comes to the people who do comedy, performers, comedians alike, do you think it will diminish some people from continuing the craft?
God, I hope so. Oh, sorry.
I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, I'm not a comedian. I think that's a question, fitted more for Joe, being in the circles and whatnot and talking. But I mean, as an outsider, I wouldn't think so. I mean, this is their passion. I mean, if there is one group of people, a career path, there's very passionate comedians out there, and I think that they're just gonna go at. I mean, didn't Louis C.K. just recently release stuff that you could purchase on a site? I mean, this is a guy that's been run through the mill for all the shit he's done, and he's like, there's a virus, people are home, I'm going to take advantage of this and send something out. So
quite beneficial for Louis C.K.
Not to compare, and I'm not making the comparison to comedians with Louis C.K. specifically. I'm talking about the willing to stick with it at being a comedian. So to answer your question, I believe so. Yeah. I think Joe could be able to. I mean, I'm sure he's been talking to comedians. I mean, what's their feeling? Are some kind of starting a little antsy or iffy about going back out there, looking for new jobs?
Well, here's the thing. So like in New York City particularly, in all comedy in general, most comedians aren't making any money anyway, or weren't making any money anyway. So it's not as if their lives have changed too much.
Right.
So it's not like, oh, my income, my drink tickets.
Right. So it's familiar territory in a way.
When do you think it's going to return, Joe? When do you think
Dr. Pontillo, please let us know.
I was listening.
When is this virus going to pass?
I was talking with the governor of New York.
No, I mean, I'm asking this question. I should have prefaced this by what I was listening to. I was listening to Chris Italia, the guy who gave me the login information to broadcast my show on this page. He was talking to Paul Verzi, the comedian comic Paul Verzi, about when he thinks the stand might open again, and Chris just threw it out there, maybe possibly fucking Thanksgiving week, but Chris was also alluding to the fact it could be 2021 when the vaccine's around before people are comfortable to come back. So I mean, it could be a really long time before we see anything.
Yes, it could. What will probably end up happening is, I know they laid out these phases for reopening. I'm sure comedy clubs and comedy venues are in phase 8 or something. Right. So after everything else opens, society returns to normal. They'll be like, oh yeah, remember comedy? But no, I think, I don't know if it's optimistic. Even when things open, some places are not going to open again, like some of the smaller venues and whatnot. And that in itself will probably eliminate at least a small percentage of comedians, at least temporarily, And then, other than that, and then when things do open, there'll still be people who are like, well, I'm not going to go out into clubs anymore and tables will be 6 feet away, maybe for a few months, and audience members will be wearing masks for a little while.
Right.
So.
It's a complete fucking. It's something that I mean I can't. I would hate to be Chris right now, the owner of the stand, because I'm like, what do you do? Do you get like a? I would imagine you would need to get a team of people around some sort of table in some room going, okay, let's try to figure this out. How do we do this? How do we do it?
Well, it's funny. They used to, comedy clubs used to have people intern there for spots. Now the interns will all be like wiping down the tables with Lysol after each comic.
Yeah.
Spraying the audience.
Right. Yeah. It's
stopping other comedians from shaking hands.
Word up. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. By the way, John D. Noodle in the chat room. Welcome, sir. John D. Noodle from Germany has been lighting up the chat room. Live number to call in, people, if you want to fucking join in, fucking whatever, 716-325-0299. Aaron Berg apparently at the end of the bottom of the hour is going to be calling in. We might be hearing from Patty Saltines, Patrick Milligan from the stand at some point. And we're just going to get on here and we're going to be chatting. If you folks want to chime in the chat room, we do that. We're a fully functioning interactive radio show, so join in on the fun. Hate being me all the time, coming in from Chris Italia. Hold up. Rock, I wanted to play something for you because you are a giant fan of you're a big music guy, right, Rock?
I am. Yes, I am.
Did you hear? I played this.
I like to think I am, but I don't know.
I played this on the Lunatic Radio bonus show we did on Friday with Josh Gogan in North Carolina.
Oh, it's something you did already? Cool.
No, but it's something that I want to play for you and Joe. Joe being a comic, maybe muster some witty quips about.
That's always what I think it is.
Yeah. It's the Puddle of Mudd cover of About a Girl. Nirvana.
Oh, yes. Yes. I heard that. I heard that all the way here.
The great band Puddle of fucking Mudd. They're fabulous.
How are they still a thing in 2020?
Seriously.
I don't know.
They were barely a thing in like 2004.
But they did a cover of About a Girl, Nirvana's About a Girl. Apparently they did it on Octane on Sirius XM. And I don't know. I don't know
why.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why.
I need to hear this again to remember how terrible it is.
Because you got to imagine they practice it, right? Before they went on Octane, or they didn't just roll into Octane Studios and go, you know what? We're going to try About a Girl. Have never done it, but the guys know the fucking chords. Let's get after it. Let's try it. You would imagine they practiced it before going on camera to do it.
So you're saying it doesn't have like that practiced feel to it, you're saying?
It has that practice feel, but it completely did he sound better in the practice runs than he did in the actual taping of the song on Octane?
Or is he really like the king of that group, and no matter what he does, the other people can't say anything?
I don't know, because
he is the Puddle of Mudd.
I don't have the video loaded up, but I have I have the song.
It's okay.
Yeah, here it is. Fucking Puddle of Mudd, Octane, About a Girl.
With the head to hand, I do. Think you fit this shoe, I do. But you have a clue.
It sounds like somebody sneezing.
Not like
When did he pop a
Jew.
hernia? That's the question.
Yeah.
Like, there's just some serious straining going on there.
I think he just sneezed 3 times.
Yeah, it sounds like he's
That's all that was.
just fucking sneezing.
Take it, then it's wow. You hang me out tonight. I can see you every night.
Hasn't Kurt Cobain's family been through enough?
This is like the epitome of trying too hard. He is just really trying too hard.
I am on. I believe our conference is going to end in 10 minutes. That's what I just got from Zoom, so that's great.
Good, it's a short show.
I literally just got that as I played that song. I was like, "Fuck what? The conference is going to end? Like, why?"
That's appropriate.
Yeah, right. Jesus Christ.
That'll teach you to play Puddle of Mudd.
Oh, because we're on the free account. That's why.
Is that what we are on? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So what, I got to upgrade as I do the radio program? Is that what I got to do?
Upgrade. But wait, I'm confused. Aren't you on the Stan Zoom thing?
No,
right
I'm
now?
not on the Stan Zoom thing. I'm on our Zoom thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bye.
Puddle of fucking mud. God damn it.
I wonder if that was him.
You know what it is? Puddle of Mud is just as fucking great as our radio show. It's a fucking disaster.
Take that however you want.
Yeah, honestly. Just, my fucking
They
radio.
had some hits, right?
My radio career sounds like this
Look
guy.
at you guys.
My radio career sounds like this guy hitting the fucking high notes.
In your life, I do hope you have the time. I do pick up number 2. I do keep on staying with you.
I mean, a stable-minded human being would get halfway through that song and just be like, "All right, guys, I can't do this. Let's try another one."
The other band members should have just walked out while he was singing it.
Patrick Milligan checking in, puddle of coronavirus. Absolutely. It's fucking disasters. Just like swallow your fucking pride and go, I can't sing this tune. Let's try something else. Let's go play that Take Me Away Again song or whatever the fuck. Smack me on the ass song. I think that's Nickelback you're talking about. Let's just smack me on the ass.
All the same.
It sounds like somebody doing a parody of Puddle of Mud doing a cover of Nirvana.
Right.
Cool teacher checking in. Kurt Cobain. I don't know what that means. Kurt Cobain?
It's just a terrible... I don't know what they were thinking when they were doing that.
Yeah. I mean, it really has brought a lot of attention to the band Puddle of Mud because the last time...
Exactly what he wanted.
The last time I
Long
heard...
overdue, in my opinion.
I believe the last time I heard anything about the guy from Puddle of Mud, he was like on meth in a barn in like Wisconsin or something like that. I don't know what he was doing.
Wow.
So.
That's very specific.
I think that was Scott Stapp.
Or is that Scott Stapp guy?
Could be. Interchangeable.
Yeah. Some reason I got really drunk the other night.
Puddle of Creed.
Yeah, I got
Pretty much.
I really got really drunk the other night, and I watched the fucking.
You?
Oh yeah, no, I like doing that. You know, the swallow. I have to get drunk at least once a week.
Oh,
And
good for you.
I was on. Some reason I go back to the fucking Woodstock '99. Some reason when I get real drunk, Joe and Rock, I go back to the Woodstock 1999 concert footage, and I just watch everything. I don't know why. Maybe it's like I'm remembering my youth, but I didn't actually even go to the fucking event.
Yeah,
so...
I was gonna say, were you there?
No, I wasn't even there.
But I watched the whole thing on MTV, so it felt real to me.
Yeah, so it feels like I was there, and I watched the entire fucking set of Creed, and I literally was halfway through it, going, "What am I doing?
What are you doing?"
I think I was just fascinated by the fucking jowls on Scott Stapp. He's got these jowls, like he's got this thing on the side of his face. I don't know. Anybody with me?
Can I
on
ask
that
you? Were you watching Woodstock? Did Alanis Morissette perform at Woodstock?
Yeah, no. I've watched I've probably JO'd to the Alanis Morissette set from Woodstock '99 more than I should speak about.
Oh, so she did perform at it.
Yeah, no. I watched that. Yeah, that's my go-to, like the Woodstock '99. You know.
Yeah, Joe Kieran's got a thing for Alanis Morissette.
I really do.
She's not bad looking.
I think it's the teeth. I feel like if Alanis Morissette blew me, it would be some sort of like danger happening. Some danger. It'd be very dangerous, more so than your average woman. Like to stick your hammer
You might
inside.
have some Dave Cooley PTSD though at the same time.
Yeah.
You're too close to comedy for me.
A blowjob from Alanis Morissette is quite risky, I would imagine.
Wow.
What do you think, Rock?
Jeez.
Roll with that, Rock. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I guess so. I mean, I don't really think about Alanis Morissette's teeth too much, but
you now have 3 minutes left on your Zoom conference.
Patrick Milligan checking in. How about that Fiona Apple making a big comeback? Now there's a fucking duo right there. Alanis Morissette.
Who did she perform with?
No,
Fiona Apple performed with somebody just recently. Someone. I saw it.
Yeah, the guy who has the blessed life. Fucking. Is it fucking the guy that has the blessed? No, it's
Be specific.
Dylan's fucking son.
It's
What's his name? Fucking Joey Dylan. Bob Dylan's son.
Oh,
Oh.
Steve Dillon?
Steve Dillon? I don't know who the fuck that guy is.
Tommy Dillon?
What was he? He had some fucking
Bob Dylan Jr.
Yes, obviously.
He had some band.
Actually, just
called, like,
Bob Dylan. He just pretends to be his son.
He had a band, didn't he? Like the Wallflowers or something, or fucking.
Oh, Jacob Dylan. That's his name.
Jacob Dylan.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
forgot about that guy.
Patrick Milligan.
Really?
Was it? Is
I
it?
was a big Wallflowers guy for like 8 minutes in 1996.
How did the Wallflowers, considering who he is not, like, what is he not doing, really, that they didn't have, like, this illustrious career, or at least he doesn't. I never hear about him.
Jacob Dylan had
He looked
like.
pretty miserable.
That's what it is.
Maybe he just had no interest.
Yeah, probably.
That's
Something
where I
like
fucking
Bob.
saw it. He had Jacob Dylan had some goddamn Netflix documentary. It was pretty much. It just shows his perfect life. Like, he doesn't have to do shit. Like, he doesn't have to make
Right.
music because fucking his dad just wrote it. All he done the whole entire series, he was just quoting his dad, like, the entire time. And then at the end, he's playing, like, he just drags Fiona Apple out of wherever the fuck she's been for the last 20 years, and he plays with her. Then we remember who Fiona Apple is.
Their comeback reunion tour was called Who? With a question mark. Who would have been excited for that?
Yeah, but fucking that Jacob Dylan is no fucking puddle of mud, I tell you.
Wow.
No, wait till he drops his Nirvana cover.
Yeah, really.
Smells like Teen Spirit, Teen Spirit. He sounds
Oh, fucking Christ.
like halfway through he got pissed off that he was singing the song to begin with.
Right. Now he's just angry singing it.
Yeah.
It's song rage.
Word up. Welcome, 716-325-0299 if folks want to.
Was that the only song they did?
Thank God, Rock.
Oh.
Be honest with you.
That was enough.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, does the Puddle of Mud actually have enough fucking songs to play? I guess they've had an album, right? The Slap Me on the
Maybe
Ass
two.
song wasn't that bad, right?
How many albums? I'm afraid to know how many.
All the bands that have broken up are like
Uh.
half of them died, and Puddle of Mud is still going in 2020. That's just an injustice.
Yeah, no, I have. Who has more
hate that-
Who has more albums, Puddle of Mud or that Five-Finger Death Punch fucking monster monster voice band?
Good question.
That
I'm gonna look that up.
Why doesn't he cover them?
Yeah, honestly, fucking
Looks like they have five albums.
Puddle of Mud mustered up 5 fucking albums. Really?
They did.
To be fair, one of them is called Rediscovered, which is probably just them singing their songs from their first album, hoping no one remembered that they sang those songs.